It's private, so it's privately owned.
Okay, so it's not registered in any state or territory of New South Wales?
No, I'm not part of the state.
Nope, okay.
Saying you're not part of the state is a meaningless statement and doesn't absolve you from any of your statutory obligations. Anyway, now she produces one of the funniest and crappiest sovereign ID cards I think I've ever seen.
Nope, okay. Do you have any identification on you?
I do. Just been asked for identification. Just pulling out my... There you are.
Thank you.
Okay, so for a laugh, let's take a closer look at this quote-unquote ID card, or as she likes to call it, an individual recognition card, which has a very recent creation date, so you know she's new to this, and for some arbitrary reason the card expires in 2033. She's most commonly known as, well, her name. Her status is of a sovereign living woman, which means absolutely nothing. She took her first breath in 1996, and that first breath was, wait for it, on Earth. Like, there are other options to that category. She also gives her email address for some reason and lists her blood type as unknown. So what is the point in listing that as a category? Anyway, I give the card 2 years before it starts going a dingy yellow colour and curling up at the edges.
Has the vehicle ever been registered as far as you're aware?
Yes, it has.
Yep. Do you remember where or know where?
Well, I guess when I first bought it.
Yep. You don't remember which state it was registered?
Oh, Victoria, yes, yeah.
I'm just going to do some checks, okay? Do you hold a current licence in New South Wales or in Victoria? Any other state, territory?
I'm not. I'm private, so I'm not under any
So
public
you don't hold
law.
an actual licence? You're just operating under your own...
Yep. Law of morality, LORE.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Law of Morality, what the hell is that? You do know The Witcher is a TV series, like a fantasy drama, like not real life. Wait, in this context it makes perfect sense. Please carry on.
I'll just do these checks.
Thank you. She's doing some checks, whatever that means. Sovereign plates. She's taking photos. So, taking their time. Coco over there. Just doing some checks.
Okay, so do you go by Chloe, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So whereabouts are the plates that belong to the vehicle? The registration plates
Where are
that
they?
are actually attached to it? That it's obviously registered.
Yeah.
Yep. So whereabouts are the number plates that belong to the vehicle?
In the car.
In the car at the moment?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Why aren't they being displayed?
Well, I'm going sovereign,
Which basically means driving illegally.
Okay.
pretty much. I'm slowly removing myself from
Yep.
being under your corporation, because you're actually a corporation, so you're like you just collect money. You're like a business.
Well, I'm not, but sure.
Yeah, you work. You work for the company.
Whatever you think,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, New South Wales Police, like any other police or governmental agency in Australia, New Zealand, the United States, UK or Canada, are not corporations because they are listed on some random website like Dun & Bradstreet. I've explained why in previous videos, and if you didn't drive illegally then you wouldn't have to worry about the fines that are obviously coming your way. This is what's called playing the victim.
So anyway, I'm just transitioning into interactions with police and getting all my certificates and everything I need to pretty much state that you have no authority over me, because without the number plates and without the license, I'm not actually under your membership.
No, without registration plates and a licence, you'll be an illegal driver. It has nothing to do with membership. Memberships are voluntary, the law isn't. I also like how she refers to the very many traffic stops definitely coming her way as transitioning into interactions with the police. That's comedy gold.
So you can rightfully pull over anyone who has a registration plate in whatever state, because you're registered into a membership. I know you're probably not interested, but without that, technically you end up in court and it gets thrown out because they say, oh, you've got loss of license. But if I don't run under a license, then there's nothing to
Okay.
lose.
Well,
so.
under the legislation, obviously in New South Wales, you are driving a vehicle. Well, you're not currently driving right now, which is fine. But whilst you're driving a vehicle in New South Wales, it must be registered.
Yeah, they
and
say
you must
that
be
in every
licensed
state.
to drive that. Okay?
Only if I'm
That's
under
obviously
your.
why I'm making these inquiries. Yes,
Yeah.
you understand that?
Well,
Yep.
I guess that's your job.
I will let
I
you know as
understand.
well, obviously, that I have a body-worn video camera that records everything.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
used
so
to
can
that.
you grab those plates out for me just to show me which ones they are?
Can
that
I
are
have my
attached?
identity?
I'm not finished with it yet, so
Okay.
I'll continue dealing with you. That's fine. But can you grab the plates out for me? Please, if you've got them there. Do you have them there?
This is where the whole fake sovereign facade falls away. We find out that she does in fact have a driver's licence on her and valid plates inside the car. And they're not going to let her drive away until she attaches the still valid plates to the car. This is going to be an expensive lesson for her.
So
Do you have your Victorian driver's licence there that you previously operated under?
yes, I do.
Yep, do you have it there with you at the moment?
Yes.
Yep, may I please see it? If you've got it there. I understand you've given me this one, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
I can see that you've got a Victorian driver's licence and that's great.
Okay. So these are my registered plates
Yep.
with the state.
Yep.
But
So when did you take those off?
Yesterday. I'm not part of the state.
Okay.
What does that statement even mean, and what does saying it on a traffic stop actually achieve? Verbalising it doesn't give you immunity from the law, it's just pointless word salad.
And that's my property, so. Well, it's not my property, but it is at the moment.
Technically it becomes property of the state, I suppose.
Exactly.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. And I'm not property of the state, so you can't take me. And rightfully,
The number plate that's being displayed at the moment
rightfully, because they're registered,
is
they should
not
be.
able to be displayed. It's unlawfully displayed because it's displayed as a registration plate, which it's not.
So
On private property. On
if
private
we put-
property.
if we put those on now, should we right to go?
Well, she's facing
Won't
some
affect
fines at the
me.
moment,
They
theoretically.
don't affect me because they're unlawful.
But yes, for her to drive the vehicle, these need to be displayed because it is registered in Victoria, and that's what is exempting her from requiring New South Wales registration to drive on the roads here in New South Wales.
The public roads.
Tomato, tomato. That's all I've got to say there.
Your opinions can be whatever they want to be, that's fine. I'm not arguing with you there, but unfortunately the law is the law in this state, and that's what we're here
LAW?
to... LAW,
Doesn't
yes.
really
Okay, so I'm not going to
thing.
get into a discussion with you about what your beliefs are. That's fine. You're welcome to have whatever beliefs you like.
Oh, I can identify as what I want too.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not arguing with that. You can do whatever you want. That's
Yeah,
fine.
cool.
But these need to be displayed on your vehicle for you to be driving it in New South Wales. Okay.
Well,
They're-
any state, really.
Any state,
And
yes.
you're going to say that.
We'll put
Yep.
them on. We can get out of here. Eh?
All right, but I've got
And
some
once you
more
get to-
inquiries
You
to
can
make.
go. I'm good. I'll just hang. I'm happy. No, I'm happy. I'm happy to just hang.
Okay,
Get me
so
further up the road.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's learnt her lesson. She won't be changing those plates back over when the police leave at all now, will she?
did you find your driver's license there? Your Victorian one?
Can I have my property back yet?
I will give
or-
it back to you
Okay.
when I'm finished talking to you about it all. I don't plan on keeping it. So do you still reside at that address on your license, or have you moved from there? Now you're living under your own.
Well, I'm kind of in and out of home car life, so.
Yep.
But yeah, if any mail or whatever, that'll go there.
Yep. Okay. Give me a second. I'll make a couple more inquiries. Okay, and I'll be back.
Living in a car must be hard enough, but to then pile the sovereign citizen crap on top of all that must make everything 10 times worse. Who would choose to live like that?
Don't worry about the fines.
Oh, I'm not.
No, I'm talking to them.
Oh, you don't
worry
have
about
to-
the fines. Like,
You,
who cares?
it doesn't bother me anyway. They get sent back.
Yeah. Just keep sending them back.
They're not.
How about it?
They're not lawful anyway. They don't affect me. I just write a letter and they can't.
Empathy.
We don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need sympathy. I need some people to stand up around here.
Of all the injustices that you could be standing up for, and you choose the one that doesn't make any sense or will ever work. That's just so dumb.
Back.
Thank
Okay.
you.
These need to be displayed on your vehicle.
As I've
Alright.
been told.
Those ones can't be.
So what happens when I no longer have a registration? So because I've still registered to them for
They are
6
still
months.
registered, yep.
Yeah. So after that happens, then technically, because
vehicle
I'm not
becomes
part of the
unregistered.
state. Well, only if I'm part of the state with plates, but
Well, that's
without.
what
Technically, you'll lose your car, which, as you say, is your home, which obviously will leave you homeless, and you'll likely have an even bigger fine because you'll be a repeat offender. But, you know, you do you.
That's what I'm here to talk about is the legislation in New South Wales. Okay, I'm not here to talk about whatever legislation you're
What about
deciding to
universal
operate
law?
under.
Like
because
one small area, what about universal
It's not
law?
what we're here
No such thing as universal law. No such thing.
for, okay?
Yeah.
So your license is current, that's fine, it's all active, that's all good.
But I need, look at this handy.
Okay, do you
well,
understand?
thank you.
So they need to be removed and these need to be displayed correctly.
Okay.
Alright, so you're going to receive 2 fines in the mail
That's
to that address on your
fine.
license
Good luck
in
with
relation to not displaying the correct number plates and to displaying unauthorised number plates.
Both not
Okay.
actual criminal offences, but
I'm not going to argue with you, I've said
You
that.
don't have to,
Alright?
'cause it won't-
They
it does-
will be
they don't
sent-
stand
They
in
will be
court.
sent to that address on your license within 7 to 10 business days and have all your disposal options on them.
Good luck
Okay?
with that.
Do you have
They are not criminal offences, so they won't stand in court. So why are the police wasting their time writing tickets if they don't stand up in court? That would be a waste of taxpayer dollars if that was the case.
So first attempt of being half sovereign because I'm still registered and I'm still licensed. It didn't go so well. So I probably made it like 4 hours up the road. Wait, 3 hours? 3 hours up the road before I got harassed by some pigs who harassed me, stalked me, and then they fined me, but that doesn't mean shit to me.
I guess we'll see how much it bothers you towards the end of this video.
So I had to change my plates back over. That didn't work. I mean, it might work more if I'm actually, well, probably not. I wouldn't go down. The fuck, you cannot talk to these people. You cannot talk to police. They don't give a fuck. You can't talk to them. You just can't talk to them.
No, they just didn't buy into your la-di-da universal law BS, where the world is how you want it to be rather than how it is. You know, like reality. We are not required to buy into your alternative reality.
They don't care. They say under this New South Wales legislation crap. Fuck. I'm travelling, I'm passing through. I am not a New South Walian. But still, they don't give a fuck. But again, I chose this path and I'm not giving up that easy.
So we will definitely be seeing you again in the near future then, especially if you're driving around on fake plates that match the colour scheme of your car. Let me give you some free advice. This path is dumb. Nothing about what you're doing has ever been successful. You've been lied to by a bunch of scammers, and if you carry on down this path, it will only lead to failure. You're not the first to walk this path, and you certainly won't be the last. But hey, you do you. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. As always, I will be keeping an eye on this channel and will keep you updated on her shenanigans, because this is not over. Right, take care all, and I will catch you in the next video.
They don't care.